You guys asked for them. We're bringing them. Primeval's in the house. Joining the PricePlow family. We're doing a isolate breakdown today. You guys have always asked for Primeval content. I've been boys with the guys over there for a little bit. Always been in contact, but never really made it happen. Finally, they sent over a care package of some stuff to talk about. There's going to be some new products coming out soon that we're very excited to announce, an RTD and a bar. But as those haven't been manufactured yet, we figured we start off with a very popular product, Isolate. Something that I've used actually pretty extensively, the fruity cereal. I believe this is one. Yeah, the fruity cereal here is really, really good. Cookies and cream, this is my first time trying it, I think, but it's also very good. They're both heavy on inclusions, great experience, but also based on whey protein isolate. So kind of an interesting change. Normally when you see inclusions, it's with a blend because those inclusions bring carbs. It's more about experience. But in this one, they went with just a pure whey protein isolate with heavy inclusions. So today I'm going to talk about these products. I'm going to talk about the breakdown of them. I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of how to read a panel when it has inclusions in it. It kind of changes how you read the ingredients. And lastly, I'm going to throw them in some water and tell you my thoughts on them. Obviously, I've already had the fruity cereal and I've already had the cookies and cream, but I'll do my best to explain it to you and give you an idea of what to expect. Let's roll the credits and let's get into our first Primeval breakdown. So Primeval's been around for some time. I've been following them way back when Jerry Ward was with them. Remember they had the BioS3 approved supplements. Primeval Labs has made some awesome cool stuff over the years. They were one of the first with Dynamine back in the day. They've made some really cool stuff and they also excel really hard in content. They were heavy on influencers originally. So I've always been really into Primeval, whether it's between their content, their products, the people there. I think they're very interesting. So couldn't be happier to have them on the channel. Isolate has been a great tasty product and I think you guys will appreciate if you're looking for tasty proteins. And like I said, the inclusions on it change a little bit about how you read it. Obviously it's whey protein isolate. So there's only one source of protein. When you open up other ingredients in the back, you see whey protein isolate. But after that will first come the inclusion. So the fruity cereal, it's the fruity cereal. On the cookies and cream, you see chocolate sandwich cookie pieces. That's a very generic phrase for something that you might know that I'm not allowed to say because they don't have the license for it. So that second ingredient is going to be the inclusion. And so there you'll either see a bracket or a parentheses. On fruity cereal, you'll see bracket. On the cookies and cream, you'll see parentheses. And that's where it starts the ingredients that make up the inclusion. So for the chocolate sandwich cookie pieces, you'll see unbleached enriched flour, wheat, which then includes, you'll see another parentheses, wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, which is vitamin B1, riboflavin, which is B2, folic acid, sugar, palm and or canola oil, cocoa, which is processed with alkali, high fructose corn syrup, leavening, baking soda and or calcium phosphate, salt, soy, lecithin, chocolate, artificial flavor. And then you see a closing parentheses. All of those ingredients there are what's used to bake the cookie pieces. Now, I understand that if you are a very healthy individual, if you're looking to have your diet be as clean as possible, if you are a keto zealot like past Mike used to be, you might not like that. And I'm going to own up here. I'm going to throw Mike completely under the bus. Back in the day when Mike was a keto zealot, he kind of blew his top a little bit about this isolate because it contains high fructose corn syrup. When you look at the fruity cereal, you see again, rice, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, coconut and palm oils, salt. You see all this stuff that makes up those pieces. Listen, I know that's not totally clean. If you're eating a clean diet, you're not going to be eating fruity cereal and chocolate sandwich cookie pieces. But the fact is, you've got like less than a gram of fat here. You know, like less than a gram of corn syrup here. If you can't train hard enough to out train that gram of fat, this whole fitness thing, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to happen. So I'm hitting this off in the past. If you don't like inclusions, there are tons of proteins on our channel that I could direct you to and take you to where there is no inclusions, and you'll miss out on the 1 gram of fat and the 2 grams of carbs, or the 3 grams of carbs if you got the cookies and cream, right? But if you want to enjoy your protein a little bit more, I think this is a viable solution. You're still getting 25 grams of protein from the whey protein isolate, but you're just enjoying the experience a little bit more. So with that all said, after you see that, then there's going to be a closing parentheses or bracket, and following that, you will then see the rest of the formula for the product. You got your coconut oil, you got your flavors, your sucralose, your xanthan gum, your sodium chloride. And then you have an additive on the end here, DIGESEB, which is really important in my opinion, because it's not only a protein digestive enzyme, but a blend of digestive enzymes that help with the breakdown of fats, carbs, and protein. In this case, because you have these additions of these inclusions, these unhealthy foods that are being added in, I think that DIGESEB has a really great place here because it will help with the digestion of these. If you're not used to these, if you're dieting very clean, you're adding these in, this could be very helpful. You got a full 25 milligrams of it. It's made up of amylases, a protease blend of 1 and 2, lactase, lipase, hemiseb, which is hemicellulase, cellulase, invertase, and diastase. This is going to help out with the digestion of all of these different things you're putting into your body to make sure that you're digesting them and absorbing them and utilizing them for your recovery. And that's the whole formula. You got your whey protein isolate, your flavors, you got your like manufacturing flow agents and stuff to help with the blending and all that, and you got your addition of the digestive enzymes. It's a very simple formula. It is a little bit more than your normal protein because of the inclusions and the addition of the DIGESEB. But I like it as a product. It tastes great, it works great, and you can digest it really easily. The experience is real nice. So let's mix some up and talk about what the flavors are like. In both of these mixed vials, I got 8 ounces of cold water. I'm gonna throw in 1 scoop of each. Now, I am a 2 scoop kind of guy when it comes to protein, but for these flavor videos or flavor sections of videos, I go with the 1 scoop. Now, when you look at the fruity cereal, you probably can't see from all the way over there. There's giant pieces of fruity cereal. Now, this fruity cereal is not the loopy kind. It's more of the pebbly kind, if you're wondering. And this cookies and cream is a little bit more like pulverized. I think the blender probably really smashed it up, but it's kind of nice because the cream is it's not all, you know, into a sandwich like you would traditionally expect. Both are absolutely tasty. I like to put them over some Rice Krispies. I put the cookies and cream over chocolate Rice and Krispies. It's amazing. All right, let's go fruity cereal. It's the like golden child. When I first got on with Primeval, they sent this one and they were like, this is it. This is the one to try. It's tasty. So 8 ounces, cold water, 1 scoop. Let's go. Right off the rip, 2 inclusions to the face. It's heavy on the inclusions. The liquid is rather thin. It's an isolate. There is some gum in there to make it a little bit thicker, but it's not your blended protein that you're going to be experiencing like that casein thickness. It is an isolate still, so it's rather thin. What does that mean though? Post-workout, you can slam one of these really easily. It's easy to get your 25 grams of protein in quickly. Tons of inclusions. The whole top is just covered in all sorts of rainbowy colors. Apologize if I got some of my mustache. I know that's a common thing in these flavor reviews, but absolutely tasty. Let's move on to cookies and cream. This one will have smaller inclusions, but may look like more because they're kind of pulverized and all over. Cookies and cream is just classic, but it can get pretty old. So let's see how this one goes. So you don't need to crunch on the inclusions like you would the fruity cereal. They are pretty smashed up, but you can kind of feel them in there. It adds a lot of flavor, not a lot of texture. Somewhere like in my teeth, you get little bits of that chocolate wafer sandwich. Just like a little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet. Fruity cereal is probably my favorite, just because I love the experience of inclusions. I love the crunching. If you watch any videos of me with inclusions, you know I like the big crunchy ones. But for cookies and cream, this is pretty tasty. I prefer to put it over some chocolate Rice Krispies post-workout because I like my carbs post-workout. I don't really drink my proteins on their own very often. But for cookies and cream, it's above average. It's tasty. It's good. It's not old and stale like all the other, traditional cookies and cream. The inclusions help a little bit, but if you had to ask me which one I'm going for, fruity cereal is my favorite. I think it's classic. I think it's probably, it's the one that I've always used from isolate that I got first and I've still been using. So both are great, but I gotta side with the fruity cereal. No protein goes wasted at PricePlow. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was informative. I hope that you learned something. and that these ingredient panels are a little bit easier to read, or maybe now you understand what all of the ingredients kind of do for you in there. Sometimes these ingredient panels can look like a big block of text and be kind of intimidating. So thanks for making this part of the video. I know these are a little bit more boring than when I talk about, I don't know, just straight flavors, stuff that most normal people are interested in. I find that these things are important for people to understand. So if you learned something about this, comment below. If you got any questions, comment below. I do check the comments, and I'd love to talk to you about this product, Primeval, inclusions, proteins in general, whatever you're looking to talk about. I do have to say, we got these for free from Primeval, and we do have a business affiliate relationship. If you have any questions, we'll be talking about the protein bar and the RTD coming out soon. They are in their final stages, and I can't wait for them to show up at my front door. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And as always, have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.